Well, hello, and welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and those of you that come frequently will recognise the Grungy journal we're currently working on with this soft spine. So, we've got a pocket in here. We have got the tall pocket here with the bottles. So we're going to work on this page today, and I thought for this page, how sexy and cool would it be to use this page from Amanda to have a filing cabinet. So the first thing we need to consider is that we obviously can't use this line because there's no bottom. So I'm going to line up my ruler and cut that strip off. I will keep it though, because I'm sure it will come in handy for something else. And we obviously can't use that end bit, so we're going to chop them off. We can throw that bit away. And we obviously can't use the top one because they've got no top. So I'm going to chop all of them off as well. Again, I will keep these because that's quite a wide bit that we might be able to use somewhere else. Okay, now here's my page. Here's my filing cabinet. Now, my page obviously can't take all of it, but I figure it can definitely take 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up for the end of the cabinet like so. I'm going to put a fold line in there. I do want to cut it, but not yet. I'm going to fold that over. So that is going to be my filing cabinet, okay? But the reason I folded it over is because I want to take a pencil I want it the other way around. It's all right, bear with me a minute. Right. The reason I've done that is because I want to do a line there and a line there. Line there and a line there. One at the bottom and one at the top, and that means we will be able to use our filing cabinet as a filing cabinet. So I'm just going to join these up all the way along. Sorry, this probably looks a bit backwards to you, but it's the only way I could think to do it. So there probably is an easier way. I usually find the hardest route. But there you go. So anyway, how are you? Welcome to a bright new week. I mean, yeah, it's Tuesday, but it's the first video of the week. Did you have a great weekend? Whatever you were doing. Rested and ready to face the week ahead of you. Right, so now I've got all my lines, and those lines are where I'm going to put my glue. Don't need to worry about the middle one, and the edges will obviously just be where they're going to be. So I'm going to trim this off like so. Oh, apparently I'm not. Don't go wrong with me now after all over you, for goodness sake. Can't be having that, can we? Right, now in order to use these drawers, we need to open them up. So I've got my ruler at the top, and I'm going to slice between those grey looking uprights so that my drawers are open. Okay, and I'm going to do that for all 6 of my drawers, and that means we can have interesting things coming out of our drawers. And that of course is why I drew the glue lines to make sure that the paper's glued down, but we can use our drawers. So they're all open like that. That one could do coming a bit further. Where is it? There. Like that. That's hubby talking to the dog, don't laugh. Right, okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue in my glue lines, she says. In my glue lines, I'm just going to do one thin little line because I don't want it spilling out and going everywhere. That's all my glue lines, and then I'm going to do a thin line. Whoops, that's not so thin, is it? Down that side and that side. Okay, we're now going to pick it up. I'm going to find our page, and we're going to put it on the bottom right hand corner like so. So at the moment, for all intents and purposes, it's flat. And I did originally cut some pieces of card that I thought were, yeah, the right size to slot in. Put it up a little bit because that glue won't be dry yet. And I thought we could stamp numbers on them. But then I came across Witchcraft You Do Anyway. I've got a new bits and pieces kit, and you know how I love these. So I'm hoping these are going to be the right size to fit inside. So cut that strip off. And let's cut this strip off, like that, because I'm thinking I want this one here, this history. Oh dear, there's Boo having a grump about something. It's probably next door's cat on my extension roof. That's usually where it is. Before we cut them all out, let's just check. Yes, that's going to fit in there nice, but obviously it's flimsy. It's going to need some kind of card behind it. And then I would like this one, because I'm thinking while our mad scientist is working, he's probably going to want to eat some biscuits or something, and also want this clock one here. Okay, so I'm obviously not suggesting that you necessarily go and buy this kit, but if you did want it, it's from Witchcraft Do You Do, and it's Bits and Pieces number 8. So I think what we'll do is we will do some plain cards with numbers on, and then we'll do some of these adverts. Now, I feel like the adverts are obviously very much longer than these cards that I previously cut. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. So if we had, say, that one in there, it's going to cover up that one, and then we could put that one down there, and then maybe this one could go in here like that, and then maybe we'll have another one of these down the bottom there. You can see that one. Or do we need to put that one in there? Oh, that's why, because I didn't cut it quite wide enough. And then we'll put that one in. I'm sorry about shouting straight. And we'll put that one in there like that. Okay. But also, part of this same kit are these old books. Now, I've actually printed this 4 to a page. I tried doing it 2 to a page, and I decided that was much too big. But I'm hoping that this, yes, is short enough that we can have some, well, let's call them study books on the top of our filing cabinet. Be fun, won't it? So, just going to cut that through there, like that. Put that up there. I'm going to get my scissors, because obviously it's got these like domed edges, as you would get from books that were on our, you know, standing on our cabinet. Okay, we have to work it out. Yeah, that's definitely the top. Obviously didn't cut that particularly well. Although, how wide do we want it? Oh, we can have all of them, fine. So let's just trim off this minuscule bit of the side bit. I am sorry about Bo, it's because the children are on their way home from school. So there's a lot of noise in the street at the moment. But I'm sure you're used to it by now. I know one of my subscribers told me that when she watches my videos, if Boo starts barking, her dog starts growling as if, you know, there's a dog in the room and there's going to be a problem. Oh dear, let's do that with this, so that's nice and straight. I did find that amusing. They are funny, these pets of ours. Right, okay. So this is now done. So let's pull those out of the way. Make sure we've got it the right way up. Now, one thing we do need to bear in mind is that this book and this book are the same. And this book, so it's actually only there, and then there's a pattern repeat. That's interesting. And I don't really want 2 books the same. So I'm going to take them off. So we've got less books, it doesn't matter. And they are going to sit on top of our cabinet like that. So we've got books on our cabinet. We're really going for this this whole story of the mad scientist, aren't we? A man of wisdom and alchemy and a little bit of craziness. Just to keep him going. I think that's all of us really, isn't it? Wisdom, and craziness. That's what makes most of us tick, I think. Right, so I'm going to line that up there and just press that down. So this is now like the wallpaper, isn't it? The wall, as Danny Dyer would say. Right, I need some cardboard because this one and this one are just copier paper. I printed them out this morning. They're not even Navigator, they're just basic copier paper. I didn't realise actually that there was copier paper in my machine. I thought it was only Navigator, but there you go. Right, so that one is going to slide right up in that corner, like so. This one's going to go next to it, and while they're having a little dry, I'll put you on hold for a second, just while I dig out some number stamps, and then put you on hold. Sound like a telephone operator, don't I? Put you on pause while I dig out some number stamps, and we'll stamp up our craft card ones. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, see, that didn't take long at all, did it? Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3 of the craft card ones. So I've just dug out 3 stamps to make life nice and easy. Let's start with this one. We're going to have a little and I don't mind that it's crooked, if I'm honest. I think it goes with a mad scientist. That one's straight, and then this one we're going to put right in this corner, just so they're all a little bit different. There we go, that's that job. That didn't take very long, did it? Right, tip them out. Okay, so that's that. That one. That one's flying away, doesn't want to play ball. Like so. Okay. That one's going to go in there. That one up there. That one in there. That one in there. And that one. Ah, there's obviously a little bit of glue moved over there. There we go. So that is what's at this end of the mad scientist's room. Love it. Now, I've obviously not been here very long with you, so we need to look at something else. Now, I was thinking about this when I left you last time, and I was remembering that, a couple of years ago now, I purchased from My Porch Prince, I believe it was, a kit called The Inventor. And I thought, well, it's not quite Mad Scientist, but it's very almost there. And these are all like patent sheets. And I thought, how awesome, oh, there's a bit of that in there, would it be if we had a notepad where he'd been working things out. So I've got 1, 2, and these. This one I've done lines on the back, so he's not, you know, not quite done that one yet. And then this one is lines and plain. I did do these two as well, but I think I'll hold on to them. I think that might be too much. Because what I want to do now is I want to cut these out and, as I say, make a notepad. So I'm going to cut off all those scraggy ends just because there's a lot of white showing through. Get rid of that. And I'm going to do this one as well. And you see we've got this. Now we have got this weird bit where it should sort of be rounded. I wonder if I can do that with the scissors. That's sort of too funny. Like that. And this one I haven't cut straight at all, or it wasn't straight, who knows. Perhaps it was supposed to be crooked. So I'm just going to just round that off just so it's a little bit more interesting. So then we've got, you know, the plain for drawing and the lined. I'm just going to sort of roughly fussy cut these corners. In fact, you know what, if I'm doing that, I might as well do it all with the scissors, mightn't I? So of course, if you're joining in and you haven't got a kit like this, there's no reason you can't just use coffee dyed lined notebook. That would work very well. Okay, so these two need to be right at the back because they're unused. I could even rough these up with the edge of my scissors, I suppose, couldn't I? And put some coffee dye on them or something. So just roughly doing this. Okay. Now obviously he's not Edison, so he didn't do that, but he might have that for like reference, mightn't he? And then I think what I might do is, because I was thinking I want this as a notebook really, so then I'm like, do I join it all together or do I just staple it? I'm not 100% sure. You see, if we staple it, maybe at the top, then you'll be able to lift it up and note take on the back. Or even just a weird sort of hole there or something, you know, because he's a mad scientist. I'm just trying to think what I think would be the best option for this. Do you know, if I put a hole there, I wonder if I could then put a string through it. You know, like when you used to go into a sweet shop years ago, they always had paper bags hanging on a string, didn't they? And they used to just rip one off and then the hole sort of tore out. Well, obviously we don't want that to happen, do we? But this does give us journaling pages. Now obviously I could have left them like that and just stitch it in as normal, but like, how boring is that? We're trying to make this journal as random as we can, so I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do that, because as I say, if we put a hole in it, is it going to end up ripping? I suppose we could put hole protectors on it, something like that, couldn't we? So as you can see, I'm cutting it very, very sort of randomly, deliberately, so it's, each page is a little bit different. And I'm just trying to decide how to join it all up. I bet you're shouting at me, aren't you? You're shouting ideas at me. I feel like I do definitely want string through it. I think it goes with the theme of this mad scientist. But I've got to work out how to protect it so it doesn't, you know, rip a big hole. I think maybe if we do a proper hole punch, see, this is quite little. That one's too little. Where are my purple ones? Goodness me. Where are my purple ones? See, I don't want to use that one because that one's too big. It's too big a hole, I think. And that's more likely to get damaged. Right, hang on 1 second. Right, I can't find the purple one, which is the one I really want. So I figured the way to stop it ripping is to use this and a grommet. So, and then we can use a string. I don't think it really matters what order they run in. They're all slightly different sizes. I think we're going in here. Now, this is not going to do all of them because this is navigator paper. So, let's get like half-ish. Right, I feel like that's about where they are. So then, these are bronze, aren't they? So, you can go for a coppery one. I haven't got any bronzy ones. Use a coppery one. I'm going to poke that. Through there. Oh, it's come out. was annoying. And okay, I've actually taken the date out of that. And I've punched my hole, but the other dates are on there. Right, so that's all in there like that. We'll pop that in there like that. Is that in right? Yep. Give that a really good squeeze. And now our notebook will twist and it will open. Oh, I haven't done that very well, have I? Mind you, I suppose here we go again. Goes with the theme. Right, now we can put a bit of twine through that. And then we can stitch the twine into our centre. So if we poke that through there like that, when we stitch all of these together at the end, we can stitch this in. So there you go, that's going to sit there like that. It's going to get a tie through there like so, like that. So that will sit there. So when I stitch it, if I stitch that there, stitch over it, stitch them all together, that is going to hang out of the top like that, and our notebook will be secured inside. Yes, liking that we are. So there you go. So that is the next part of our Grungy book. I hope you've enjoyed that. You found some inspiration. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye for now.